Stop making your girlfriends play this f***ing game. It's Valentine's Day. Whatever, I'm single. And if you're a gamer and have a loving partner, they might try something like this. You fucking idiot! You steal the air you breathe every time you breathe it! Oh, you love those games so much and I've never tried one. Teach me to play one. Or something like that. I don't know, I said I was single. So you, like the smart gamer you are, say, oh, there's this great co-op game that just came out that we can... Stop it. Stop it. Do you know how that goes for someone who's never touched a video game before? Especially a controller? It goes like this. You may take it for granted at this point, but controlling your character and the camera at the same time, on top of doing anything else, is actually really hard for new gamers, let alone knowing where all the buttons are without looking. So sit down, shut up, and let's go through some real options for this. The first thing you're going to have to do is the hardest thing on this list. Actually listen to your partner. I know, I'm sorry. You need to know what kind of game they want to try out, and you're going to have to ask some questions. We'll start with a few categories and go from there. If they're into puzzle games like Candy Crush on their phone, you might want to go down that road. If they want something with action, a platformer might be the best bet. If they're looking for something a bit challenging, we have a few different options we can go down. And if they're more of a cozy vibe type of person, there's a few. And lastly, if you found them on Epstein's Island, there's always Roblox. Let's start with the puzzle games. Everyone has probably played it, but not everyone has used a controller, which you're gonna need to get them used to if you want to build them up to be your competitive Dead or Alive Extreme Beach volleyball partner. So that's why the first game on my list is Tetris. No, it's not very exciting and it doesn't have bazongas like Dead or Alive, but it is a fun game that you can easily stick just the tip in, just to see how it feels. And if they're having a good time and getting used to the action, you can show them a T-spin and really blow their mind. What was I talking about? If that's a little too slow and you have a computer lying around, you can load up Baba Is You and subtly teach their brain how to program so you can get them to get an amazing job and then mooch off of them forever. It's a great puzzler that'll really test how you think, can be picked up for cheap, and you can even play it together and fight over what the solution is. If you want a puzzle game to play together in actual co-op, try Fogs or Kiwi. Both great games that appeal to all ages, and won't require you to know too many controls, or even be that good unless you're trying to 100% it. Okay, puzzles aren't gonna work. Your partner thinks glue is a condiment.
I don't have the capacity for love, Janice. I was cursed by a tribe of gypsy ninjas.
That's okay, we've got something for everybody here. If they want something with a little more action, but don't want to try a serious game without getting used to a controller first, then let's have a look at something they can ease into. Mario games are not made just for kids. They're great for everyone, and Mario Odyssey doesn't ask you to be perfect with a controller, while giving you lots of stuff to do in each level. Or you could pick up Astrobot if you have a PlayStation, which is a great game even if you don't know all the characters it's referencing. If you need something to play together here, you can make them hate you in Overcooked, or learn to hate each other in New Super Mario Bros. But what if your partner is one of those really annoying people that put on their dating profile that they wanted to one day own a farm and a bunch of animals, even though they would never be caught dead waking up before 8 and have no idea how to take care of a chicken? Good news! You can give them that fantasy without ever having to get to milking by substituting it for some good old-fashioned cozy games. These games are fucking terrible. I don't care. You people are crazy. But for some reason, people go absolutely batshit for them. Want to do a bunch of digital chores while you ignore the mounting pile of dirty clothes in your house? Check out The Sims or Animal Crossing if little animal people you can bully until they move away are more exciting to you than little normal people that you can torture. If they get into one of these, you might want to sleep lightly. For co-op options here, I'd suggest either Minecraft or Stardew Valley. Just be careful because those games are both known to suck somebody in and not let them go for weeks. Okay, they aren't down for any of that other shit I mentioned. Now what? If we got this far, I feel like there's a pretty good chance you're dating a weeb. That's right. If they are a weeb and haven't at least heard of Persona 5, I'd be shocked. But if they don't play games, they probably haven't touched this one either, and all you need to be able to do is think about what move you want to do and nothing else. There's very little pressure on a new gamer. If they want a more grand battle, then they can try out Fire Emblem Three Houses instead. With the amount of waifus and husbandos in that game, I guarantee you at least one of them will get the, "Oh, I know that one from, art." The game is pretty great too, and once again, you don't need to know your way around a controller to play it. There's also Undertale if they grew up on Tumblr. If they aren't a filthy weeb, but they do love fantasy or sci-fi, other options for this type of game are XCOM Enemy Unknown, though it can be quite challenging, or Baldur's Gate 3, which you can also play together in co-op, and make your characters do the nasty with your vampire boy or Dami Mommy of choice. Or a bear. I don't judge. Loudly. Alright, fine. You win. We've made it to the bottom of the list. If they really want to try a game for the first time, and are down to struggle with the controls and attempt to figure it out, go ahead and boot up Split Fiction. The game is fantastic, and there's nothing better than playing a game with someone you love and enjoying that moment together. Except, I don't know, saving the galaxy in Mass Effect, loading Skyrim up with so many mods that all dragons have become Thomas the Tank Engine, every cage is made out of Nicolas Cage's face, or getting your ass beat in Elden Ring but going back in there and trying it again like the silly little masochist you are. But all of those experiences are made for people that know what they're doing, and are great worlds you can show them just as soon as you're done with Split Fiction. They're not going anywhere. Oh, that was a terrible idea. Why did I do that? Oh, God.